Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, to a very long-awaited return to alien lore. Yes, I know, I've been gone for some time, but expect a few of these to be filtered in during the week. So if you're new here and you do enjoy this type of content, then please do hit subscribe, as I will be dropping these here and there for your pleasure. Today, kickstarting the alien lore, the return to the alien lore, is perhaps the most iconic vessel in the alien universe, the USCSS Nostromo, making its first entry to the Alien franchise in Alien. Now today it's my hope to reveal some snippets of information about this particular vessel that you may or may not know. The USCSS Nostromo was built during the years 2100 to 2103 AD, registered to the Weyland-Yutani Corporation out of Panama, United Americas. In 2116, it was licensed with the Interstellar Commerce Commission, the ICC. After refitting and refurbishment both as a commercial towing vehicle and for carriage and transportation of mining and exploratory equipment between Earth, Sol system, and 20 reticuli. The manufacturer of the USCSS Nostromo is Lockheed Martin. The model specific is CM-88B Bison, Juggernaut M class, star freighter, refitted in 2116 AD. The owner, of course, is the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. The displacement is 50,000 tons standard, 45,000 tons light, and 63,000 tons full load. The length spans 334 meters, with a beam 215 and a draft of 98 meters. The space frame itself is adapted from a Lockmart CM-88B Bison Juggernaut M-Class star freighter. This was modified and fitted with 4 Yutani T7A NLS Stellar drive towers. There are 3 pressurized decks labeled A deck, B deck, and C deck, along with 4 main cargo holds, designed within a 610-4 configuration to include interconnecting corridors, ladder shafts, and ducts. Any volume remaining houses fusion reactor fuel tanking and reaction mass for the thrust engines. Of course, being a Weyland-Yutani vessel, we have a very standard AI on board. The in-flight systems are controlled by the central Mother 6000 processor. Mother is a 2.1 terabyte intelligent mainframe which monitors all ships' flight and autonomic functions. A 2-0 terabyte backup mainframe comes online in the event of a CPU failure. And a third tier of automatics is capable of sustaining autonomic functions should the backup fail too. Now, as this is a relatively deep space vessel, communications are outfitted aboard. Following standard Weyland-Yutani standard fit-out protocols, the Nostromo is installed with a 10 and 4 meter hyperstate antenna. This is an interstellar digital communications. And it also has a short-range UHF, VHF, HF radio and video links. Pylon clusters around the forward hull of the ship comprise of sensors and 2-meter aperture telescopes capable of optical spectrographic and infrared resolution. A gas chromatograph, centimetric navigation and landing radar, a synthetic aperture ground mapping radar, and a mass counter for supralight navigation. Internal call and response systems are outfitted within spaces, and interconnecting corridors ensure contact between all areas of the ship. The USCSS Nostromo is fitted with a Yutani T7A NLS Tachyon Shunt Supralight drive. This is the propulsion system of this vessel. The Nostromo is able to achieve an unladen high cruise of up to 0.42 light years per day. The maximum sustainable cruise speeds drop significantly to 0.1 to 0.12 light years per sidereal day when towing large cargoes. Maneuvering at sublight speeds requires immensely powerful mass reaction engines whilst large masses are in tow, and for this reason the original Saturn J3000 engines were replaced with two Rolls-Royce N66 Cyclone thrust tunnels with bipolar vectoring for midline lift function. With each power plant developing 65,830 metric tons of thrust using water for reaction mass, both engines give high impulse thrust totals of 131,660 kN running wide open. The weapon systems of the Nostromo are none. It holds two lifeboats. These are the Lockmart Star Club class shuttlecraft, the Narcissus and the Salmacis. On A deck, or upper level, we have the bridge, we have the infirmary, and we also have the mess for the ship. This is also where the hypersleep compartment is housed aboard the Nostromo, with various corridors leading to showers, locker rooms, and also general facilities. Also adjacent to the bridge is the Mother 6000 interface chamber. On B and C deck we have various crew elevators, airlocks, decontamination and wash bays, along with quarantine zones. This is also the cargo hold and the garage for the Nostromo. I think one of the more compelling elements of the Nostromo, having actually seen it on screen, is of course the use of miniatures. The attention to detail was absolutely staggering. There was a lot of thought put into the design process of the Nostromo, and it really does show in this vehicle's look on screen, the feel, and also it just screams a period of time where we were not so heavily reliant on CG. The miniature use and the photography work on it lends itself to a very timeless piece of cinema. I think that's something that we can all agree on, is that the use of miniatures over CGI makes for something utterly timeless. You only have to take a look at the original Star Wars movies, then take a look at the prequels, and then this new trilogy to realise just how important the use of miniatures and real life props and sets and tangible items can make to a movie. And that's one of the reasons why the opening sequence and then also the drop sequence, which you can see playing now in Alien, will absolutely stand the test of time. It holds itself up as an acclaimed piece of cinema, and rightfully so. Again, the designs to one side, the ability to set the cameras and the lighting and actually photograph the miniatures in action is what makes it so good. It's one of my absolute favourites. I even have some little figures of the USCSS Nostromo. That's how much I like this ship. And that is the USCSS Nostromo explained. I hope you did enjoy this brief comeback to the Alien lore. If you did, then I want to see a lot of likes on this video, because I would really love to bring some more of this back to the channel. So like I said, if you enjoyed this, give it a big thumbs up, please do share it, and also if you're new here, hit subscribe. If you want to support the channel further, you can do so by actually purchasing a Xenomorph t-shirt underneath the video, and also just some various other designs on my Teespring store. Thank you so much for watching though. As always, I haven't missed age. Take care.